Let's be honest, we all hate passwords, right? They're either impossible to remember or ridiculously easy to guess. Well, what if I told you the password is finally dying? That's what we're talking about today, passkeys, the tech that's here to replace them for good.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about why passwords are just the worst. Then we'll get into the passkey promise, what makes them so much better. We'll look at the secret sauce that makes them unphishable, see who's already jumping on board, and then, the important part, we'll talk about the trade-offs, because nothing's perfect, right? And finally, we'll wrap up with what this all means for you. All right, let's dive right in. Before we can even appreciate what passkeys do, we have to talk about why we need them in the first place. And the truth is, the password system is, well, it's completely broken. Okay, check out this number. 87%. That's insane. According to industry reports, 87% of all successful data breaches, they all come back to a problem with digital identity. And 9 times out of 10, you know what that means? A stolen password. So, why are they so bad? Well, it boils down to a few key things. First, they're super easy to phish. You get a fake email, you click, you type it in, game over. Then you have these massive data breaches where millions, sometimes billions, of passwords get leaked. And because we all reuse passwords, let's be real, we all do it, a breach at one random website can suddenly put your bank account at risk. And don't even get me started on the forgot password button. It's just a constant headache. Okay, enough doom and gloom about passwords. Let's talk about the solution. Enter the passkey. And it's really important to get this. A passkey isn't just a stronger password. Nope. It's a totally different approach to logging in. So what is a passkey, really? Think of it like a digital key that lives on your device, your phone, your laptop. It's not something you have to remember, it's something you have. It uses something called public key cryptography, which basically means for every website you use, your device creates a unique pair of connected keys. And this right here is the absolute game changer. A password, that's a shared secret. You know it, and the website server knows it. So if they get hacked, your secret is out there for the world to see. But a passkey is different. It's a private secret. The most important part, the private key literally never leaves your device. It's never sent over the internet, so even if that website gets hacked, the thieves get nothing. Your key is safe. Here's a great way to picture it. Think of a mailbox. Anyone can see the mail slot. That's like your public key. The website can drop a login challenge in there, but only you have the physical key to open the box and get the mail. That's your private key. It proves you're you, without ever having to share the key itself. Okay, but here's where it gets really, really cool. How does this actually stop you from getting phished? I mean, what happens if you get tricked and click on a fake login page? This is the technical magic that makes passkeys so powerful. It all comes down to something called origin binding. It sounds technical, but the idea is simple. When you create a passkey for, say, bank.com, that key is permanently cryptographically tied only to bank.com. So if a scammer builds a perfect copy of the site at fakebank.com and tricks you into going there, your phone or your browser will take one look and say, nope, this key doesn't work here. It just refuses to sign you in. It's not about you being smart enough to spot the fake. The technology does it for you. It basically makes this entire category of attack obsolete. And this isn't some pie-in-the-sky idea for the future. No way. The passkey takeover is happening right now, and it's happening fast. Let's look at the proof. Get this. As of late 2024, there are over 15 billion accounts out there that support passkeys. 15 billion. And that number more than doubled in just 1 year. The momentum here is just incredible. And it turns out people love them. It's not just about better security, it's just easier. Sony, PlayStation, they found that people using passkeys logged in 24% faster. And get this, 88% of people who started to set up a passkey finished the process successfully. It's faster, it's simpler, it just works. So who's actually on board with this? Well, pretty much everyone that matters. We're talking Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, the giants. Google has over 800 million accounts using passkeys. Amazon has seen 175 million created. PlayStation, TikTok, all the big password managers, they're all in. This isn't a fad. This is the new standard.
Okay, but it can't all be sunshine and roses, right? Of course not. Like any huge tech shift, there are trade-offs. It's not a perfect silver bullet, and it's really important we talk about the downsides.
So the biggest choice you'll face is between two flavors of passkeys. On one hand, you have device-bound passkeys. Think of a physical security key like a YubiKey. This is maximum security. The key is physically locked to that one device and can never leave. On the other hand, you have synced passkeys, which is what Apple and Google are pushing. This is all about convenience. Your passkeys are automatically synced across all your devices through your iCloud or Google account. Super easy, and way easier to recover if you lose your phone.
And this is the really critical trade-off to understand. When you use synced passkeys, you're essentially shifting your trust. Instead of trusting one physical piece of hardware, you're trusting the security of your entire Apple or Google ecosystem. It means your passkeys are only as secure as your main Google or Apple account. So protecting that one single account becomes, well, everything.
And here are some of the other bumps in the road right now. Account recovery, especially if you lose a device-bound key, can be a total nightmare. There's also vendor lock-in. Trying to move all your passkeys from your Apple account to your Google account? Yeah, good luck. It's not easy yet. And what about sharing accounts? Sharing your Netflix login with your family? Passkeys are designed for one person, so that simple act suddenly gets way more complicated. Okay, so we've covered a lot. The good, the bad, the technical. So what does this all mean for you logging into your stuff every day? Let's boil it down. Here are the 3 big things to remember. 1. Passkeys actually fix the biggest flaws with passwords. They are phishing-proof, and they kill the problem of password use. 2. This is happening. It's not a question of if, but when. The whole industry is moving this way. And 3, the main choice you have to make is what you value more, the absolute top-tier security of a device-bound key or the everyday convenience of a synced passkey. That choice really comes down to how much you trust your provider, like Apple or Google.
This shift from a secret you remember to a key you hold, it's honestly one of the biggest changes to our online lives in a long, long time. So the question is, passwords are dying. Is your digital identity ready for what's next?